rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come and stretch.
What it is, it's your boys Deuce and Teddy reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's up, my boy?
Today is a good day so far.
He said he rapping. He even got the Dallas Mavericks tattoo on his booty.
Hey, if we win a championship, you just might. You just might.
Get you a tramp stamp.
I need my boys just play ball, man. Just slowly and surely, just keep digging. There we go. That's our motto this year. This is our this year. Just keep digging.
You heard what Coach Kidd said?
What?
Because he was asked, who does he hope benefits the most from Luka being out? What you think his answer was?
Who does he think will benefit the most?
Or hope?
I don't know. What did he say?
He says, yeah, he hope Luka does. He say he hope that Luka paying attention and learning his team. So that way when he come back, he has a better understanding of how to play with all these players, because he's like, we never had this many tools. You know, we had never had this many resources on our team, and Luka's used to being without. But we're not without. So he needs to learn how to play. The best player on the team needs to know how to play with his team. That kind of goes, it's kind of aligned with what I was saying when I asked you, do you think they're a better team without Luka? And I told you, team. Yes, I think they're a better team because now you get to see what all your other pieces are capable of, because not a damn person on that court that's balling today was doing that shit when Luka was there outside of Kyrie. So by you getting this production from PJ Washington, Najee Marshall, Quentin Grimes, Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively. I mean, Derek Lively pretty much doing the same shit. But getting all the production from them, you add Luka to the mix and bring in what Kyrie Irving doing. I think y'all got something going. The only thing I will say is hopefully bringing Luka back revs up Klay Thompson. Because otherwise, the production of these other guys kind of just push Klay Thompson clean about that motherfucker. Because everybody producing but him. So, yeah. Excuse me. Bam! Ooh. And he chased the hell out of that one. Oh, you just now saw that?
You know, I streamed mine, so it's a little bit behind the live
cable,
but it's it looked nice. That block looked crazy. I give respect where respect is due.
So shit, who are some teams or some players that you think have been picking up steam as of late? Dallas Mavericks.
The Dallas Mavericks. I mean, we on the iceberg tip right there of winning and losing. He's just right there. I feel like, you know, with Luka going down and stuff, you know, a lot of people, you know, that count us out, and we actually showing up and competing. You know, a no Luka and beating Jokic led triple double having Nuggets that's that steamrolling. You know, we lost in overtime to the Heat, so you know, it kind of cooled us off. And right now, we putting buckets on top of Cat and Brunson and company. So you know, I feel like we're starting to pick up some steam, at least get on the other side of the victories to these close losses. So I'm definitely gonna ride with my boys. Definitely picking up steam.
Okay.
My boys.
I think it's funny because we have our damn near like daily conversations. I think it's funny because the games in which you were a little bit concerned, y'all do y'all thing. The games where you felt like, oh, we got that in the bag, they let
We
you
lost.
down. So it's kind of funny. I definitely didn't see a 20-point difference, 20-point deficit in the Knicks versus the Mavs. Um, yeah, I didn't see that, but I guess it doesn't shock me because y'all doing y'all thing.
We
And
just gotta make it show.
the Knicks haven't been solid. They haven't been solid. Like they were making noise, starting
They,
to groove.
I think they
But I'm just talking about it as a whole this season. Like they 10-7. So they ain't really like they cool, but I don't feel like they doing what you would have expected them to do. I just think they got one too many players that play the same position. Like we seen that on the LeBron James teams. You got a bunch of Trevor Ariza builds. It ain't amount to nothing. So they got OG who gonna do the same thing as Mikal Bridges, who gonna do the same thing as Josh Hart, who gonna do the same thing as like they all just out there doing the same thing. Which sometimes ain't a good thing. Then Mikal Bridges ain't show up to the party on his hey, I'm Mikal Bridges from the, first year on the Nets. Mikal Bridges from when D Book was out. He showed up to be a backup dancer. So you might as well have left him alone. Shit, Mikal Bridges worse than Andrew Wiggins when he was dealing with his baby mama drama.
feel like that's because he know he not that guy. He not the first, he not the second,
Yeah.
probably not even the third option. So it's like you kind of just all that pressure. You would think he would play better because all that pressure is off of him now, so he can
Yeah.
finally play his game. Like we're not looking for you to be the scorer on this team. Like we're looking for you to defend because that's what you do. You defend and let the game come to you. And it'd be nice if you can get us those 16 to 20, 21 points a game, but it's not in your job description. You ain't the first or second option with all that pressure off you. You would think you play better, but hey, more power to them. I don't care what they do tonight. I don't need none of them to do nothing tonight. My
I
boys
say
keep this stuff.
another team that's on the up and up, the Bucks, they on a 5-game win streak. You see them taking down some tough challenges, winning some tough games, D-Lil. And Giannis out here balling. So
Gotta respect two-time MVP.
up and up right there. Let me
Gotta
see who
respect
else.
that guy.
I like to say the Boston Celtics got the longest win streak in the league right now, 6 games. Boston Celtics on the up and up. Shout out to my boys.
St. Louis Celtics.
St. Louis Celtics doing y'all thing. And another, I'm gonna call out a player.
Hey,
Who
I want to see
that?
if you're gonna say that. No, go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Their name starts with L.
Mm-hmm.
You talking about
LB.
LaMelo Ball?
He been balling the last couple
Yeah.
of
What he
games.
do? A 50 and a 40?
Yeah, he averaging 43 points in the last 3 games. Like LaMelo been, and look, he is playing like a straight Street Volume 2 player. It's
Yeah.
how he looked. His highlight reel is looking like a Street Volume 2 PlayStation 2 player right now. Dude just the moves is slick. Just it look like he just throwing it up in that mug. It's just raining. He
Look,
doing anything.
he know the Nets and the Pistons are most likely to fall out of the top 10. So he trying to scoot his way up in that top 10 and be in that play in. And then another person is gonna move us to the next piece. Franz Wagner. That boy is back. You done seen this man. You done seen this man be that guy. Then you get Banchero, and it was like boom, 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 boom. And then this year, you just seen a lot of Banchero up until he went down. and Franz Wagner, the question was, does he still have it? Because he was struggling to get it going, but we done seen what the game versus the Bulls. What he do? He come through with 21, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. They blew them out. The game before that, I think he had a 30 piece. Let me see. The game versus the Hornets, 95-84.
Yeah,
Franz came through with
20,
21, 1, 7,
21.
4 with 2. Hold on. I know
Mm-hmm.
he had a 30 piece one of these games. It was like recent. And I was sitting there
Mm-hmm.
looking like,
Yeah, I seen it.
hey, hold on, let me see if this the one versus the Pistons. Franz, 30 right there. 39 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. So, I mean, you see 30, 20, 20. I know he had some more 20s before that. So it looks to me like he on the up and up. He back. I would love for him to sustain this level of play that he has going on right now. I would love for him to sustain. Do you think
Mm-hmm.
do you think he'll be able to sustain this level of play when Banchero returns?
I think so. It's possible because we've seen it done before on another team with two other players that are like top draft picks. So I don't see why they can't. They want to make it work.
Yeah.
I like to compare him and Paulo to like JT and JB. And
Yeah, I can see that.
what I mean by that is you got two high draft picks that are really talented in their respective positions, and they both can eat. Like one don't have to have a bad game in order for the other one to have a good game. Both of them can both put up nice numbers day in and day out. So I don't feel like it has to be one of like whose team is it? Is it his team? Is it his team? Is he better? Is he better? They both can eat and do what they got to do. They just gotta figure it out, you know. So yes, I think he can continue to get better. And when Paulo get back, he could do thing. If JB and JT can both average 25, 7 and 7, why can't they do 25, 7 and 7? You know, I'm not saying that they as skilled as those two players, but they same type of concept. They just need a little more help.
So are you saying it's a good thing for Orlando? Are you saying this Franz coming back is a good thing for Orlando?
It's a great thing, in my
And
opinion.
and I feel what you're saying, but I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can. You got to figure out the balance. And I think egos come into play. And it may not be an ego where we head, but it may be more so where I'm not trying to like outshine you or outdo you. So I'm just very cautious and timid. Yeah.
You think a certain coach can fix all of that? If they bring in a certain coach, they also need certain players to help
I think they need
complement.
certain
But
leadership just to get them to understand we can have both of y'all and say to what you said. Look at JB and JT. I think they need somebody to come in and say it is okay for both of y'all to do this. However, with them playing similar positions on the team and similar roles, I think that's what creates the conflict where they like, how is it? Because if you get a D Lil and a Banchero, one's a point guard, one's a small forward. They both small forwards. So I just think they got to learn how to run in tangent.
but that's kind of like the. I mean, I know JT and JB don't play the same position. One's a guard, one's a forward, but they both. I mean, like it can work. We see it done with
But
them.
pay
They can
attention,
do
they
it.
moved JT down to the 4.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
saying they can still because everybody on the Dallas team is 6'10. Brother Quill said that. Like,
Dallas?
I mean, not the Dallas,
Yeah.
the Magic. Everybody on Magic is 6'10, from the coach to the water boy to the center. Everybody is 6'10. So they gotta just. That's what I'm saying. Coaching, like maybe they need a certain coach. I don't know who, I don't know what type of style to make it work. You got the potential. And them two, I wouldn't pull the plug on that. I wouldn't give up on what they got going on. They just got to figure it out. And I
So
feel like,
you say stay on course.
yes.
So do you think realistically, with a sound mind, do you think they will ever be contenders? Do you think they'll be contenders within
Yes.
the next 2 years?
Yes. They
Contenders.
almost had it. Yes, they almost had. They was what, one game away from beating the Cavs, and then going to play the Celtics, which they would have got whooped up on still, but still.
But we know at the end, look, they could beat the Celtics. We know the West will mop their ass
It
up.
doesn't matter though. I'm saying if you getting closer and closer to that finals appearance, you getting close. You got to get to the finals in order to win a championship.
So you saying what they like a step behind they like a step behind the Thunder?
I guess you could say that because the Thunder got more chemistry, unlike the Magic. You know, the Thunder is young, but they got more chemistry as far as how they play ball. They coach, they system, it just worked. Plus, they got SGA, who's an MVP candidate. He was number 2 in MVP last year. They don't have an MVP candidate yet. So that's the difference in that. But still, they got that potential. They, like you said, like I said, they just one game out. It was just one game out last year. So they're getting closer and closer. I wouldn't put a plug on that.
Okay. I can respect it. I mean, this year will tell. If they don't figure it out this year, I mean, but we done heard the same story with JT and JB.
They're number 3, right? As of right now, with all the injuries, they still number 3.
I mean, just
so
crazy.
It's still early, but I'm saying like they still up there. They're gonna be a playoff team. It ain't like they play in anymore. These are straight legit playoff teams.
I see the Magic falling behind the Bucks. Being realistic, I can see them finishing in the top 5 because I don't know if the Miami Heat got what it takes to finish in the top 5. Jay Butler can't stay healthy, so when you got his health,
we don't know if Pablo and Franz can stay healthy now. We don't know. But I get what you're saying.
But hold on, Paulo ain't healthy, and they're in the top 3. Mm-hmm. So, and then you got to think, you got to consider Tyler Hero ain't been the same since he shaved his damn head. Like Tyler Hero will be bucket out there doing his thing. He shaved his head. I don't know about Tyler. Like he may go do so, but it ain't consistent.
I like the Magic, and I like the direction that they going in, and it's refreshing to see them get back to their potential when they had the Dwight Howard.
And you know what? Imagine them with Dwight.
What? Imagine Dwight now on the Magic?
Nah, like with that Dwight on this Magic.
Oh man. Top 2.
He said already top 3.
Top 2.
So you said something that's refreshing, right? So let's talk about something that's not refreshing, such as Paul George being out again.
That's how I feel like the 76er fans are right now. It was so much hype coming into the season.
I was just going to ask you.
So many people bought season tickets, I'm sure. So many people got amped for the season. It was like, all we needed is a piece because everybody's saying we got Maxey that stepped up. We got Embiid, who's the MVP. All we need is one more piece. And everybody wants a two-way player. And PG is one of the best two-way players in the game. So when you hear that coming into the season that we getting PG, and he was pretty healthy last year. You know, he wasn't terrible last year. It's kind of frustrating. I don't even know the word to say without using profanity. Because we a family friendly podcast, so the topic keep.
Until I start talking. Never know what your boy gonna say. Do you think it is fair to say that the 76ers should pull the plug
No, you
on
put too
any
much
level?
money into this. You put too much money into this, and I want to see what it looks like when all three of my stars are healthy. Not that one in, one out, two in, one out, one in, two out. I want to see what it looks like with all my stars healthy.
I think for real, they low key gonna give the Suns a run for their money because the Suns be playing musical chairs with who playing and who not. I
Mm-hmm.
think I think the 76ers gonna get them a run for their money.
You got one on the east and you got one on the west. So they counterpart. The universe balances itself out. But
Mm.
I'm not pulling the plug on it. Just like the Suns came back another year. I'm not pulling the plug on that.
So how long would you wait for this team? Because you done waited so long, you done went through the whole trust the process, all this stuff. You done went through your James Hardens, your Jimmy Butlers, and Mo. How long are you waiting? Continue to wait through this trust the process phase that's been drawn out for a long time. How long are you waiting? Because it ain't just Paul George, it's the Embiid project as well.
Mm-hmm. The business side of me is going to say we can't wait for as long as it takes. I'll kind of play this year out, see what it looked like, see what the draft is looking like. If we that bad, because right now we are that bad, are we going to pull the plug on the season and tank just to get a draft pick, just to see what's coming? Uh, if not, I just gotta let my team heal up like they did, keep Embiid out, keep Paul George out, let him heal up, and come back next year. I mean, it's probably way too early to talk that stuff. We probably talk that stuff around All Star break for us.
Yeah.
I'm not giving up on all of this investment that I put in. I'm gonna have to try to make it work. So it's just a series of unfortunate events, but
It's really like, man, what the hell like Kelly Oubre doing? I mean, I get it. I ain't saying it like he's supposed to be the savior, but it's a
nah,
real
that's
question. Like, what is Kelly Oubre doing?
being a role player. We asking too much of him. You got to go on the Nets for players to step up and become amazing. You got to play on the Nets, and then they end up becoming something out of body, out of their playing style. Like with your Cams and your Mikal Bridges, like you got to go to the Nets to do that.
Yeah,
Anywhere else, we can't expect more than what he is. And I think that ain't fair for a lot of players. I mean, the NBA got that next man up mentality. So, when somebody go down, the next man up got to stand up. But, I mean, we as fans, we probably expecting too much out of these
man,
utility players.
man. Let me see. Mm. Do you think that the 76ers will be contenders within the next 2 years?
Next 2 years, yes. For one, you have to respect Embiid. He's like probably one of the best scorers in the NBA when he's healthy and happy. Uh, Maxey is so young. Ain't that man like 24? Like he got plenty of time to bounce back. That man can jump off the top bunk and land on his feet and walk off. That's how young he is. He's good. And then Paul George, I still think Paul George got something left in the tank. As long as he's healthy, I don't see any quitting him coming anytime soon. One of the reasons why he went to 76ers, besides money, like he want to win a championship. He want to win. He want to compete. So I don't see him quitting and going out in the next year or two. So yes, I do see them being contenders. If not
Okay.
making a push late this year, definitely next year.
Let's see. Let's see what we got, my boy. All right. So we're gonna talk about some players who we think should retire.
Mm.
Let's do that. But before we do that, because I'll let you stew on that, we talked about on the up and up the Bucks, how they done won, what, 5 games. Do you think it's time to take the Bucks seriously?
Always take the Bucks serious. When you
Even
have
even in they midst of losing everything.
yeah, it's like it's the NBA. You got the third best 3-point shooter of all time, and you got
Fourth,
Giannis.
Ray Allen's number 3.
The third best current NBA player that's still playing. And Dame, who can hit the shot, and then you have a Giannis who's a monster that can take over games. You got to respect it. I'm always gonna say you got to respect the Bucks. You can't just lay over and think, "Oh, that's a guarantee." That's a guarantee, regardless.
All I'm gonna say, protect the chickens on your team. Cause let the Bucks get a Daniel Gaffer. Not even that. Let the Bucks get a PJ Washington or a Najee Marshall or Spencer Dinwiddie. You got a lot of role players on your team. Protect them chickens on your team. Cause that could be because that's the Bucks missing depth. They should have kept Cameron Payne. They let him go. They should have kept damn Pat Beverly. Let this man, excuse me, get up out the lead. They should have kept excuse me, shit. They should have kept a couple of people that they had.
Like, this is what I'm talking about, bro.
Damn. Jesus. Jesus. But Jesus. So you say always take the book seriously.
Always. You can't sleep on the MVP monster and a Dame Lillard that can hit these shots.
Okay.
Like, you would be scared if it's a couple of seconds left in the game and Damian got the shot. Like, it's scary. You don't, or whatever. Like, He's one of
I
those
mean,
guys.
imagine if Middleton come back and he able to somewhat shoot. Giannis got that ball and he crashing. Shit, who you gonna double team? You already got a double team Giannis. You damn near got a triple team Giannis. So that I think that's how Brook Lopez hit that with that game changing shot, that deep ass 3. When they kicked it out to him, shit. You gonna collapse to get to Giannis. You know you about gotta have a double team ready for D Liv.
Can't just let him shoot because he can shoot from the logo. So what can
Oh,
you
man.
do? You know what I'm saying? You got somebody that can shoot that far out with ease. It's scary. So you always gotta take them serious and respect them. They're not going down laying down.
Mm-hmm. So back to what I had brought up. You had some time to think about it. Let's talk about some players you feel like should retire. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing started.
Please do.
PJ Tucker.
I was gonna say that's the only guy I can say.
PJ Tucker. Shoot game crazy. Go on and retire, my brother. I think I ain't really heard you talk much, but maybe you have more to say. Because I mean, we all know that you and the Clippers can't come to terms as far as what your role look like. So you kind of on the Jay Crowder tip. Remember Jay Crowder and the Suns where they just weren't playing them. He wasn't playing. But I don't think it's I don't think it's the hostility behind it. I think they actually have an understanding. So he on the team, but yeah. So I think he should just go on and retire.
Hey, them veteran minimums, if they a couple of million still.
Like 5.
So,
About
right.
5.
So hey, get that money. Should be a locker room cheerer or whatever you want to call it. Still get to travel, still get to play ball every day.
So, you know anybody?
Off the top of my head, nah. I mean, you mentioned Jay Crowder because I was thinking, what is going on with the Jay Crowder? I feel like he's been snubbed. I feel like his career been stolen from him because he was so freaking good with the Suns.
Yeah.
And then he came back that next year. And when I say come back, I put that in quotes. And they didn't use him and abused him just to trade him off at the deadline. It's just sickening.
Yeah.
Like Jay Crowder would be one, and PJ Tucker. I'd be like, hey, what is ball? What is life now? You know.
Shoe game, great. I got Paul George on that list.
No.
I got PG on that list.
No,
The
he's
reason I say that is the rate in which he gets injured. Like he comes back, gets injured, comes back, gets injured. You ain't winning no championship. You ain't the GOAT. Fuck what these young dummies talking about. Going to retire, my boy. Talk to Brandon Roy.
I personally felt like D Wade and Carmelo retired a little too early, in my personal opinion.
But D Wade, see, Carmelo had the controversy behind him where the league was trying to blackball him. D Wade, once he had that fluid in his knee, it wasn't nothing changed. That was it.
I respect the decisions because sometimes you got to know when to step away. That's what Floyd Mayweather said. Sometimes you got to know when to step away from the game while you on top. You know, you ain't got to go down. I feel as though Paul George still got something in the tank. I understand what you're saying, but there's a reason why they gave him that, whatever they gave him, 250, whatever crazy amount million they gave him to go on over there to Philly. He still got something in the tank. It's just unfortunate his knees is made of butter. And they just spread everywhere.
Look, that's what I'm saying. The man should retire.
But we've seen crazy injuries back to back and come back and be a part of a championship team. You've seen it done before, so it's not impossible. Like when I'm talking about your boy Klay Thompson, he took some serious injuries 2 years in a row and still came back. Now, people can say he's a shell of himself, but he's still able to get a $50 million contract that still speaks something. Same thing with PG. You still got something in the tank.
Yeah.
So I can't agree with you with that, but I get what you're saying.
Look, let that man go out gracefully. That's all I can say. He know.
And he on a contending team now, so.
And he on a contending team and ain't contending.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Can't nobody say him or happy. Seems as though Embiid ain't healthy or happy. Maxey ain't healthy and he not healthy.
All right, Kawhi Leonard, another one I got.
Yes, but no. But yes.
Kawhi Leonard, retire. You worse than PG. If I'm saying PG got to get up out of here, Kawhi got to get up out of here.
As we know, he is definitely a mental. And when you're speaking on mental, that brings up Ben Simmons too. It's another one that need to get up out of here. But I think his mental is probably just as bad as his physical. I don't know. He don't give the energy of he loved basketball.
I mean, he don't get energy. Only energy you ever seen was when he had that cameo. That was it. And who video was that? Drake?
When he hit that game winner, that little bounce in, that boy was screaming in.
Yeah.
Outside of that.
Outside of that. You don't see energy
I'm
from
just
that
saying,
guy.
like, I feel as though I agree with you. He can retire because he don't seem like he has the love of basketball.
Yeah.
This is a job to him, not a love. He gonna use all his PTO, sick days, paternity leaves, FML, whatever you want to call it, all of it. He gonna get it all.
And we're gonna go on and throw Ben Simmons in there too, since you brought him up. He should go on and retire too.
Same thing. I feel like he don't love basketball no more. It's a job.
He don't like basketball, and Ben Simmons a bitch. I'm sorry. Ben Simmons so damn soft, and I get it. You go through stuff, but we seen how he was whining in Philly. You got a fresh start in Brooklyn, and what have you done, my dear? Nothing. So, I got Taj Gibson going to retire. He's still playing. I think he
He's
plays
still
for
playing?
Charlotte. He plays
Yeah,
for
I
Charlotte.
say he always on the back of the bench, huh?
He be getting some damn playing time. And he be getting some playing time.
Let that man play ball.
Going to retire, Taj Gibson. I respect you. Trust and believe. I respect you. Let me see. What team is he on? Yep, he on the Charlotte Hornets. Somebody else, DeAndre Jordan, going to retire.
Don't you do that. Don't you
Going
do
to
that.
retire.
He still got some in the team.
He's not doing anything. He low key like Udonis Haslam, but half the age.
Stop doing that, man, like that. Hey, we're not expecting big numbers from him. We ain't expecting
Bro,
much
he don't
anything.
even get in the game.
Yeah, he played a little bit.
Bro,
I
you
can
see
see though.
when he played. You
Hey,
see what he did when he played? He just pushed lively ass out the way. Gone, bro. Like he like,
No.
I ain't even to foul you like that. Push you.
no, he still contributes to the team in ways that we don't see behind
Yeah,
the scenes.
leadership ways, cool. Cool. Retire, my boy. Get a front office, a back office, a side office, or something. Let me see who else I got. I got Chris Middleton going to retire.
Stop.
You can't stay healthy, bro.
So he
Free
might
that
get
man.
it next year. No,
Free that man.
no, not finna do
Last
them
but
like
not
that.
least, hashtag FKT all season. Klay Thompson going to retire. Dropping the bike over there. Boy, oh, you so doo-doo. Go and retire because you a bitch. And I ain't taking that back. Fuck you, Klay Thompson. Retire, my boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
You ain't argue, though. Facts,
Wow.
opinions, and BS. Top of the keysy.
Man, bump that. No comment. We ignore that BS.
Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confessions. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit in duck. Keep one in the tuck.